Hi guys, it's Gavin here from Fit Bodies Farm. So today I'm joined by one of our members, Fiona. Fiona's had quite a common problem that a lot of women struggle with, especially, and it's something I see quite a lot. But she's had some good success as well, despite the adversity, I suppose. So Fiona, can you just start off? Just tell us a little bit about what the kind of problem is you've had. And how you discovered it?
It's an underactive thyroid, and I had my first child, and then was struggling to have my second one, and found out I had an underactive thyroid. Although the doctor had thought it was actually depression, but it wasn't depression.
Right.
It was an underactive thyroid.
Right.
Eventually got that diagnosed. Didn't really have so much the symptoms of tiredness and everything at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I didn't really notice because I had a baby.
So you'd probably be tired anyway.
Yeah, I was tired anyway, yeah.
Okay.
And went on to treatment. That was about 14 to 15 years ago.
Right. What was it you talked to me about being in home base? Was that around that time when you felt your muscles trembling?
No, that was about 5 years ago.
Okay, so this is five years ago.
That was before I had my last child.
Okay.
And I've been having things with my legs, with my muscles, because you get muscle weaknesses and spasms. Right. You know, I had gone up the stairs at home base. By the time I got to the top, my legs were just trembling.
Right.
And also I'd be sitting there sometimes and I could see my muscles jerking in my legs, just jerking on their own. And the next day I would be in agony, like I'd been exercising.
Right.
But I think at that point maybe it wasn't under control. It had been under control for 10 years. Needed to go back and have another blood test.
Right. Okay. Cool.
It's up and down.
Okay. So you had this underactive thyroid and these kind of symptoms of muscle soreness and whatnot. Then you joined here. Was it when was it you joined Fit Bodies Farm? May this year you joined. And if anybody doesn't know, like when you've got an underactive thyroid, it can kind of slow down your metabolism, but there's some good things that you can be doing, i.e. exercise and eating certain types of food that can actually boost it. So what's happened to you lately? Because this has been quite interesting.
I started to feel really tired probably about 3 months ago. Really tired in the afternoon. I don't just mean like the end of the day tiredness. I would need to go to bed and sleep for hours, and then I would go back to bed at night and sleep all night. So I thought that there was something wrong with my thyroid again. Went and got it checked, and then I was asked to go back for a recheck 6 weeks later. So I went back, and it had actually gone overactive, slightly overactive.
So basically, due to the combination of you're on your thyroxine medication, and because you've been exercising well and eating well, presumably you'd actually gone from being an underactive thyroid to an overactive, so it actually almost reversed.
And it was very underactive because it was on a very high dose. And then it's gone to slightly overactive. I mean, that's not a coincidence, is it?
No. It's a bit like it happens with blood pressure sometimes. Somebody starts off with high blood pressure, they're on medication, and then they lose weight, they get fitter, and their blood pressure actually becomes too low because of all the combinations. So same kind of things happen to you. Cool. But you've also had some good. I mean, despite having an underactive thyroid and a slower metabolism potentially, you've had some good results, haven't you?
Yeah, lost nearly 2 stone.
Okay.
A dress size, and about 15 inches.
Fantastic.
Together, so.
Cool. Well done. So thanks very much just for sharing that bit of insight, Fiona. Just it gives a little bit of hope, I suppose, to some other women who've got underactive thyroids, that it can actually be, the healthier thyroid can be improved through kind of natural means.
I think as well that it never ever occurred to me, and I'd never been told that I could change my diet and help my thyroid. Never even considered
That's amazing.
You know, people should be told that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you said to me before, avoiding soya.
Yeah.
And things like that. You know, why do the doctors not say this to you?
Yeah.
If I hadn't come here, I would never have known.
Yeah. There you go. That's So you learn something there. Cool. Alright, I look forward to sharing some tips that I've given to Fiona with everybody else as well. Okay, cheers Fiona.